Every dog has its unique personality and characteristics. If you're the owner of multiple pups, you can attest to that. However, many traits and behaviors are shared between dogs of all sizes, ages, and breeds. Your pup may be unable to talk, but he can communicate. Dog behavior and body language can tell us a lot about what our furry friends are thinking and feeling. It can even alert us to potential health concerns. 10 common dog behaviors explained. Number 1. Tilting their heads. Most people have seen dogs tilt their heads to the side as if questioning something. It commonly happens when dogs hear a new sound or see something they don't understand. Head tilting is commonly observed in puppies. This behavior can have a few different meanings. A dog might cock her head to the side to get in a better position to hear or see something. Consider that a dog's muzzle can obstruct vision. Perhaps the ear flaps muffle some sounds. Momentarily tilting the head might be a way to see or hear better. There is also some evidence that this is a sign of concentration and reasoning. If your dog is constantly tilting his head to one side, an underlying health concern may need to be addressed. He may have an ear issue, or even a cognitive health issue. You know your dog best. If you notice any suspicious dog behavior, talk to your vet for a proper diagnosis and care plan. Number 2. Digging. There are several reasons a dog might dig. Dogs usually dig because they are bored or anxious, or creating a cool spot to lie in hot weather are the most common. Some dogs dig to hide their toys from other dogs. If your dog's digging annoys you, don't leave your dog outside alone feeling bored and lonely. Interact with your dog regularly and give it stimulation and enough exercise. However, if your dog starts damaging your furniture by its incessant digging, seek the help of a professional trainer to get rid of this habit. Number 3. Tail chasing. Playful tail chasing is a natural activity of dogs, usually prompted by boredom. Dogs do this to burn off energy or entertain themselves. Sometimes, they even chew their tail when they catch it. Tail chasing and biting are generally harmless, but can also be a symptom of health problems like flea allergy dermatitis. If your dog constantly chases its tail, it might be suffering from a behavior problem called an obsessive-compulsive disorder, which is, however, rather uncommon. Consult your veterinarian if you have concerns about your dog chasing its tail persistently. Number 4. Eating poop. This habit is just plain gross. Many things can cause coprophagy. We may never fully understand why so many dogs eat feces. Theories abound, including poop eating being an instinct, a sign of illness or malnutrition, the effect of anxiety and stress, or a form of pica. Coprophagia in dogs may be learned at a young age or even brought on by senility. While this habit is generally not highly dangerous to dogs, it's quite disgusting and can cause certain illnesses. It is important to have your dog examined by your vet if it is eating feces to rule out underlying medical problems. If no medical concerns are found, specific training may help you break this habit in some cases. Number 5. Licking people. While you might not always want your dog to cover you in slobbery kisses, his licks are his way of showing affection. Aside from thinking that we taste pretty good, dogs feel calm and comforted due to endorphins released into their blood when they lick. Plus, your dog has probably figured out that licking you tends to get your attention. Of course, there are other reasons dogs lick you. Some researchers say licking is a sensory tool for dogs, similar to reaching out and touching something. Another explanation could be that canine mothers lick their puppies for grooming and social reasons, so this natural behavior continues into adulthood. Number 6. Humping. It's a common play gesture. It's done by males and females, even by dogs that have been neutered or spayed. Humping behavior is natural in dogs. Contrary to what you might think, humping is not always sexual. It's also not related to dominance as some people used to think. Dogs usually hump each other as a part of normal play. They may also playfully hump objects and people. Excitement and attention-seeking may also be reasons for humping. To prevent this embarrassing behavior, ignore it. Try to redirect it with a treat or toy or just shout "no humpies" until everyone around starts laughing at you. Number 7. Howling. Experts believe howling was probably used originally to communicate and claim territory. Howling often occurs when dogs hear other dogs howl or similar noises like sirens. In general, this is a natural, instinctive behavior in dogs. The American Kennel Club argues there are several reasons dogs still howl, including separation anxiety, boredom, to warn us of potential dangers, and to grab attention. Dogs also commonly howl in response to sirens or other high-pitched noises that mimic distant howling. If your pup suddenly develops this habit out of nowhere, and the urge to howl persists for several weeks, it could be a sign of a medical condition. In this circumstance, we suggest having them checked over by a vet. Number 8. Sniffing butts. A dog's way of saying, "Hello, nice to meet you," to another dog is to sniff the other dog's butt. In the human world, this behavior could land you in jail. In the dog world, this is a socially acceptable form of greeting. All dogs have a pair of anal glands that produce secretions by the highly complex 300 million olfactory receptors in a dog's nose. Sniffing the unique concentrated scent of the anal gland provides them information about the sex, health, diet, and reproductive status of the other dog. They also learn about the other dog's moods and sense if they are friends or foes, which is useful for their safety. Dog sniffing people normally means trying to gather information from their unique scent. If your dog does it with people in an embarrassing way, you can catch their attention with a treat or a toy. Number 9. Scooting their butts. When dogs scoot on their butts, it's usually because something is bothering them from behind. Perhaps his anal sacs are backed up and need to be expressed. Some dogs do this naturally on their own, while others need extra assistance from their owner. Other reasons for scooting include skin problems, anal masses, or your dog might have something stuck back there and is just trying to remove it. If your dog scoots its butt all the time, you may want your veterinarian to check your pup's anal glands. Number 10. Leaning on people. Many dogs love to lean on their owner's legs, feet, or bodies. This seems especially common in giant dog breeds. The general reason for this is simple: your dog wants to be closer to you. Dogs are affectionate creatures. Don't let anyone tell you that your dog is trying to dominate you in some way, because that is simply untrue. If your dog leans on you, it means they feel secure and comfortable with you. Leaning on you when you're at home means they're looking for some extra cuddles or affection. And when they do it outside, it might mean they're feeling a little anxious or unsure, but leaning on you means they see you as someone who will keep them safe.